6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shelby's World Live taking off. Questions will be answered cause the queen get it off. Unity is for the black and brown community. Conversation without scrutiny. Hey, we speak from a place of power, no coward. We just making sure the truth isn't overpowered. Black goddess, black queen, no in between. Radio podcast to the big screen. Her style is everything, can light up a room. She say what she means, that's why we're in tune. Grown woman handles her biz like it is. Discipline, a role model for the kids. Nothing was given, everything she earned. She sat back and learned, and now it's her turn. So stop on by, comment, subscribe. Each and every Wednesday, SW Live.
Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So I was talking and saying all this good shit too. Oh my god. I hate when that happens. I had my mic on mute. How did I do that? I don't even know. I don't even know where I muted it at, but it's okay. Let me just regurgitate and just say a few things over. First, we're going to say the quote of the day. No relationship is perfect ever. There are always some ways you have to bend, compromise, and give something up to gain something greater. And that's very, very true. Nothing is free. You have to work for everything. Everything has to be worked for. You have to have the opportunity to build into and put into and grow into that person that you want to see in your relationship. So it things take time, but you got to feed it. You got to be you have to feed it. You have to give it um you have to give it the nourishment that's needed to have a good relationship. You have to do that. If you're not doing that, then it's pretty much a waste of time, and the person you're in a relationship with is either going to get tired and just decide that it's over, or or y'all just going to be in an uncomfortable relationship, and that's boring. So, um, take the time to actually get to know your person, talk to them, feed into your relationship, and that's what you have to do. You have when you're in a relationship, there's gonna be a lot of compromising. You're gonna do a lot of bending. You're gonna have to give things up just to gain something greater, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We have to accept that that's life. That's life. Okay, so um, yeah, that's life. So in the beginning, relationships are often thrilling, right? You have the fun moments, the happy moments, the joyous moments. It's like constant, like you on a everyday honeymoon, right? And everything is new, emotions run high, and every moment together feels like an adventure. However, it's natural for that initial intensity to wane as time goes by. This doesn't mean that the love has faded. Rather, it's a sign that the relationship is evolving, and you're looking to evolve. And I told you I had two quotes for today, and my other quote is, "Meeting you was the fate." This is my actual picture for the day on the show for the show. It says, "Meeting you was fate, becoming your friend was a choice, but falling in love with you was beyond my control." And that's because you're doing things to keep your relationship healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't get to a point of having those endearing thoughts and moments and trust and love for each other if there is no actual fun in your relationship. We know that, we know that things like money can cause issues in relationships. Um, Bad sex life can cause issues in relationships. Lack of communication can cause issues in relationships. We know those are some of the top three things that um, can take away that bond. However, if those things are prevalent and all of that is happening, but you're still not having the fun you're supposed to have because it's like you forgot about your person, you forgot to keep dating your person, and to, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how to keep it fun so you're always dating your person. All right. Um. So that quote is definitely something that a person feels when they feel like they've gotten to a stage with you in the relationship that has made them say, this is my person, this is who I'm good with. Um, so let's go ahead and jump to the show. I was about to say something else about the quote, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely move on. But I do like the quote that we have for today too, where it said the no relationship is ever perfect. I like this because it does remind you of why you jumped in. And when it says, everything is new, emotions run high, and the tension is always good. It's always something special about each day with that person. So it's natural for things to start weaning away from what the normal way y'all function. It's easy for that to you to get away from that because now other things are taking precedent in your life. You got other things that are happening. People other people taking up your time. The job might be more busy. It's always something. It's always something. So it's up to you all to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do to keep it fresh, to keep it going, to keep it, all that good stuff like that. All right. So, we're going to talk about some of the things that you're going to do to make your relationship fun again. And relationships are not ever supposed to get like boring ever. Like, you're especially when, because it's always something to do with your person, even if it's something that you've done before. Doing it with your person is just a different thing. You know what I'm saying? So, for one, if y'all are starting to feel like things are changing and you need to step into a different avenue to make things better again, talk to your partner to see how they feel. See if they're feeling somewhat of the same way that you feel about this level of stress that they may be having because y'all not having as much fun as y'all used to. So talk to your partner, ask the questions, see how they feel, talk to them and get a little bit of clarity on the situation, because it that'll be helpful in how you come at the conversation. You don't want to come at the conversation thinking that it's something wrong with them, and there's absolutely nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it'll give them the opportunity to see exactly where your head is, and where, and let you know where their head is. So talk to your partner to see how they feel. See if they're on the same page, if think it's any of the same things that you were thinking. Maybe they may be thinking that y'all need a little bit more extra spontaneity in having fun. Because they may feel like y'all just do the same old stuff too. But somebody got to start the conversation. And a lot of times it's hard for people to start the conversation. It's hard. So y'all talk. Just talk about it. See how they feel about it. Be spontaneous and silly. Do random gifts and surprise each other with things. Those are things to keep things hype too. Like if you go out and, like, if you see that your partner has a different pen every day because they keep losing their pens. Maybe you can get them like a little pen holder or something. Something that makes them, that that will be valuable to them, even if it's a small thing. You know, small gifts and things of that nature show that you're paying attention. It's a way to show great gratitude for your person. So definitely do random gifts, surprise each other. You don't always have to wait until these holidays to do things. You don't always have to wait until birthdays. You could just, every now and again, just be spontaneous and do things out of spontaneity, because it helps increase not just the relationship wanting situation, or the wanting to be around you situation. It also increases the libido, the appetite for each other, the desire, just things in general. You gotta always want to love on your person, especially when you're in a long-term relationship. You want to always be loving on your person. So anything that gives y'all the opportunity to where y'all can spend time together, cuddle more, just enjoy each other more, you want to do that. Okay? So be spontaneous. Come up with new ways to communicate. Write love notes and put them in places your partner will find them. Slip in their lunch bags, or in the boots that you know that they have to wear that day for work, or put it in the glove box, or put it in, anything where you know that your partner often goes in their day to day functions. Do it. Drop little love notes in them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know, just nice things, or it could be nice things one day. It could be naughty things the next day. But whatever you do, just make sure you're doing something that will allow you the opportunity to continue the fun. Okay. Um, and coming up with new ways to communicate ain't always about the little love notes. You can do other things, like y'all can have code words and keywords to what y'all call certain things and what y'all are talking about with each other. So it's just how you want to what you want to say in your communication, but how you do it is going to change the game for you. You know what I'm saying? So do that. Have time to do that. Um, do something fun by yourself, then do it together. So if you go experience something and then you go and you're like, oh, this will be good for me and such and such. Go back, enjoy it together. If you feel like that, you know what I'm saying, that you want to involve them in something new that you've tried, do it together. And then I'll always do little small dates around the city. Explore your city like you're tourists. Um, Visit museums, parks, go to different landmarks that are in the city just to do it. Enjoy, and because we've done those field trips as children, but when you get a little bit older, you may see something totally different in those same landmarks. So take the opportunity to explore things together as to where it's not just an alone situation where you going to museums alone and doing all this because you don't think your partner will like it. Ask them. Just ask them and see where they come. All right. Um, Spice things up in the bedroom. Keep the romance alive with spontaneous kisses and cuddling random. So like, don't just be a person that only want to cuddle with your person when y'all in the bed. If they're sitting on the couch and you want to go and sit by them and cuddle with them, go and do it then. Especially if it's not a problem with your partner. If they're not sick or they told you they want to be alone, they ain't saying nothing like that. Then go and shoot your shot. Go have some fun with your people. Um, and keeping the romance alive is a huge thing in all relationships. You don't want to get to the point where you feel like y'all are just too y'all age and y'all time together is pushing you from going further with your person. You know, Time together should be more of a reason why you want to make your relationship stronger and stronger and stronger. So yeah, you don't want to just do it. You don't want to just do it when it's based on, oh, it's her birthday or it's his birthday. Let me go do it because it's that. Like what? So that's spicing things up because it is people who actually live like that. They'll be like, all right, so on his birthday, we do it on his birthday. We do it on my birthday. So when y'all don't do nothing else throughout the year, that's just it. You telling me two dates out the year, and that be fine for them. You don't want to get to a point like that. That actually just sounds crazy. Yeah. So definitely keep the spontaneity. I mean, keep the spice up the bedroom on a regular basis. Keep it going. Keep it going. Don't be that person who just let your bedroom just get dry. Don't be that person. And then talk when you're talking to each other. Find out what makes each other happy. Communicate open and honestly. You really and truly have to talk to your person. You have to talk. You have to talk. You cannot have a really really healthy relationship anyway if communication isn't there. But you also have to have conversations not just with your words. You have to have good body language conversations and all those things. You need to talk. You have to talk. And I want y'all to have I want communication to be big with people because then you know where your partner may feel like you're lacking or where you may feel like your partner is lacking. Yes, the junior museum. You go there because up until I became an adult, that's when I found out that the junior museum did zip lining. I don't know how many years before I became 21 they was doing zip lining, or was it just new within the last 10 years? See, I don't know. My kids, ever since my kids was going to the Dream Museum, though, I know that they zip line or whatever that thing is when I don't know. Yeah. It's not for me. I'm just saying in general. But yes, the Dream Museum is a place to go and explore with your partner, because, yeah, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. Um, All right. So when you're looking to see exactly what makes your partner happy and all that stuff, you're going to have a good communication because you have to talk. You gotta discuss things. You gotta have that time to learn what's going on with your person, what's not going on with your person, and what you need to do different to make those things happen. Um, get outside of your comfort zone. Create theme movie nights, game nights, or something that you both enjoy. You have to get like it's you when your partner met you and since they've been dating you, they already know that it's just things that you're gonna be closed in about. It may be when y'all go around crowds of people or anything. They know their person, so they know when and where their person will do certain things. But it's gonna be things that they're gonna want to do with you, and you're not going to do it because of your lack of comfort, and it's going to make them not be able to live out a dream that they have with you because you don't want to step outside the box. Get out your comfort zone, especially if it's nothing that's dangerous. I'm quick to say, if it's dangerous, I'm not involved. I'm just not. But something fun, I'll take a chance on it. But danger, no. Mm-mm. No. But you do got to step outside that box to try different things, because it's gonna be very, very hard to have a very sentimental, loving relationship if everything is so closed in. It's just like, oh, my wife's routine is she gets off work, she comes home, she takes a shower, she gets on the couch, she reads her book. She may have already cooked. She'll read that book until we go to bed. She go to bed, we wake up in the morning, and do it all over again. That sounds like pure insanity. So nobody don't want a life that becomes just so stagnant on what y'all always do till you're not willing to try or anything else, or to put anything else into your life, into your situation. You know? All right. Um, have a to-do list. Create a bucket list together. You can have your own bucket list that you do in your own time, yes, because that's what you do. But do a bucket list with your partner, and do the things that y'all want to do that y'all haven't done. Do them all. Do all that. Do all of it. Write it down. Put some time frames on it and plan it out. It'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it, because you didn't get married just to still do everything alone. Know each other's love language and pay attention to it, and when to know, so that you'll know when to utilize that love language on your partner. If there's this touch, physical touch, or gifts, or just spending quality time, know your partner's love language. Don't sit around here like a deer in headlight because they don't know nothing. Do what you're supposed to do. Learn your people. And if you don't want to just notice it, ask the questions, y'all, because like I said, you gotta communicate. Stop acting so scary about communication. You gotta communicate. If you don't do that, you're not gonna know nothing about nobody, and nobody ain't gonna even want to be around your dry ass because you don't know how to communicate, bro. You just sitting over there in your own world at somebody else's event and just chilling, and you have nobody to talk to. Go home. Just go home. Um, Date each other again. Cook together, share jokes and laughs on a regular basis, but set aside time for you all to date each other. Set aside that time. Set aside that space. Create that peace in your relationship so that you can see that these are things that you have been missing. This is something that hasn't been happening in y'all life in y'all relationship for some time now, and you can start implementing it now to make sure that you do not lose that spontaneity in your relationship. You don't lose that love and that connection, because time isn't supposed to be just what holds you together. No, you're supposed to have all the other juicy things in the relationship box that glues y'all together. And it is definitely not just supposed to be time. It's supposed to be some other things you can add into that box: commitment, trust, dedication, best friend, just other things to add to the box. But But you got to be involved in the building of that fun and keeping it fun, spontaneous, and loving. You got to be a part of it too. So dating each other again is very huge. Cooking together, like I said, plan dates. um if you plan a picnic, plan that picnic, and make it something that y'all gonna both remember when you're planning these dates. Little things that your person likes to do. If they're a coffee person, find a nice, a really good coffee place and take them on a date. Book people, take them to a bookstore. There's so many different things that you can do to keep it juicy. Travel together, have spontaneous weekend getaways, and I don't care if it's 100 miles, 150 miles or less away from where y'all from and where y'all live. It's a getaway. It's just you guys. You can always find something in another city to explore and do, just like you can find something in your city to explore and do that you've never done. So taking little spur of the moment trips. If you find out that both of y'all just got time this weekend and you want to do something, there you go. There's an opportunity. Make decisions for each other for a whole day. Plan a day where you and your partner are doing things together, but you're the person who are going to make decisions about the whole day, and have that day planned. Be specific with them. Let them know what they need to wear. Because you're making the decisions for that whole day, so you don't want to you don't want to have them out there overdressed, and you ain't telling them they don't need to be overdressed. You don't want them to be out there underdressed when they should be overdressed. So give them enough details to where they can be prepared for that day. But plan a day as to where you just made all the decisions for that day. You put together the whole day. Find something positive daily to tell your partner that you appreciate about them, and think, or something that you love about them. Anything about your partner. That should be the time that both of y'all say, this is what I, this is how I feel. This is, all those wonderful different things. So this is that opportunity when if you guys set a time that you are getting off work and you walk in and see your person, and now you want to tell them something great about them at that time too. Now we got to go ahead and, if we're gonna do the reciprocal thing, we're gonna do it together. You come say this, they're gonna respond in a way that they appreciate it as well. Give them something good to feel good about, because every day isn't always gonna be peaches and cream for everybody. You may have a bad day at work. You just may have a bad day in life. You may have a bad day with friends. Everything ain't peaches and cream all the time. So it's always good to hear from your partner, um, something great, even if it's small. Ooh, baby, I love the way that you smelling this evening. I love the way that your toes looking. I saw him from across the room, and I just had to come and tell you. I love the way that you swayed in here when you took your jacket off and your two belt. Whatever. Make it happen. Say the things you need to say. It's important. I'm telling you, it's important. Very important. Um, Tell your partner, and that's in the same token of letting them know that you appreciate them and love on them. In the same breath, or the same token, you can let them know why you adore them and why you even love them in general. Why do you even why you even felt like they were your chosen one? It's so many things that you can say to your person, because you chose this person. And if y'all have been together for some time, It's a reason beyond just time because like I said before, it has to be more than a reason of just time. Commitment, love, dedication. All that got to be a part of the reason why y'all together for so long. Not just time. Because there's a lot of people that have been together in long relationships who absolutely hate each other guts. So time means nothing. Don't worry about the time. Think about the experiences, the emotions, the memories. Those are the things that matter the most. And then also when you're having conversations with your partner about your dreams and aspirations, that they feel inclusive. They feel included in what y'all have going on. They feel included in what you got going on over here at work or what you got going on in your business endeavors. They feel included in what you got going on in your entrepreneurship. All those different things. They feel included. So having a good relationship and a good partnership leads to way more fun and spontaneity than we ever want to imagine. Like a lot of times when you get to a point where you feel like you're ready to freeze up and it's like, it is what it is. I'm just with her because I love her. It is what it is. I'm just with him because it's been so long. That's insane. If you feel like you're ever getting to that point, you need to start finding these type of ways right here to implement some more divine fun in your relationship because the divinity of it is starting to slip, and you're going to let it slip because you're speaking negativity over it. You're not speaking positivity into it. You're not even giving it the opportunity to want to grow. So you got to feed it. You got to feed it. You got to always be willing to feed that fun, that love, that commitment, that dedication, that spontaneity. All those things have to be fed into your relationship regularly. All right. That's the show, y'all. I told you it was gonna be a quick show today. But I wanna before I jump on off, I'm gonna say these quick points, the ones that stood out to me the most that you need to make sure that you always focus on. That's communication, that's being spontaneous, that's with the spontaneousness that means giving those little gifts, writing those little love notes, learning each other, making sure that you practice each other's love language. Super duper important. Spicing things up in the bedroom. Come up with new ways to communicate. Those are some of the top tier things for me and making sure your relationship works. Having a to do list of things that you want to do when y'all get older. That bucket list. Traveling. Way more often together than separate. Way more often. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your relationship. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your love. Enjoy the person that you chose. Find some things in that relationship to remind yourself as to why you chose that person. Thank y'all for tuning in. I always appreciate y'all. Love and respect y'all for being dedicated to SW Live because y'all know I put this my baby. So thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all next Wednesday. Y'all take care of yourselves and be good to yourselves. Enjoy the rest of this week. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up? What's up, Yush? How you doing? Y'all have a good evening. Peace. Peace.